Hey guys, it's Amanda, also known as Amateurs, and today we're doing a what has been entertaining me video, or my entertainment favorites, or my media favorites, or whatever you want to call it, favorites of the last half of the year, because I haven't done a video for this in about half a year, or more than half a year. It's September, it's more than half a year. So I've been building up a list of things that I've been watching, finishing, and all that such, so you guys can know what I've been watching and if you would like to watch it yourself. I know you guys like to watch some of these videos to see what's out there to watch, what they're about, what people think. So I've been watching a lot of television, binging, and playing a lot of games. I haven't been reading, so there's no books on this list. And let's get started. Let's first get started on talking about what I've been playing and game-wise. I've been really playing Story of Season Friends of Mineral Town on the Switch. I'm a big Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons fan, so I was very happy when they came out with this. It says, discover the wonders of life on a farm. Return to Mineral Town to see friendly faces, old and new. Experience a game entirely remade for the series' lively Nintendo Switch debut. So if you like farming simulations, this is definitely something you should check out. It also has romance, where you can romance one of the people. Both boy or girl can romance any of the genders. So that is great about this product too, because I'm going after a girl as my girl character. And that's happening. Next, I play Warframe. I've mentioned this before in my entertainment videos. I play a lot of Warframe. I play it every single day. I do my shorties every single day. I try to do my syndicates every single day, depending on the syndicate missions. So on and so forth. For those who are my Warframe buddies out there, I am a rank 21. So, because you guys ask occasionally, so I am a rank 21. I'm trying to collect all the weapons now to continue ranking up, because I have all the Warframes. I just need to rank up. I'm missing one Warframe, the newest one, the broken Warframe. Zaku, I think that's how you pronounce it. So that's the only Warframe that I'm missing. I need to level up Titania Prime completely, but I've been totally not doing that for some reason. And yeah. And next to that, I've been playing Fallout 4 and Skyrim. If you guys do not know about those two games, you guys are living in a box, or you're just not gamers and don't care. So, I'm not going to explain those two. Now let's get to the TV series. I've been watching every single zombie, vampire, and werewolf movies that are on Netflix and Hulu. I think I've watched every single one. Movies, not TV series. I think I've seen every single one that's on the 2 streaming platforms. So that's a lot of movies to watch. And I don't do reviews on them. I plan on doing reviews on them or making videos on it on my Between Monsters and Men channel. So I write down notes about each movie and about the different types of werewolves, the different types of vampires, the different types of zombies, and I'm going to eventually do something with it. I plan on it. That's why I'm doing it. Alright, now let's get to my list. I don't have a lot on here because for a time period for like 2 to 3 months we were planning on moving, so we did a lot of moving stuff. So I wasn't able to watch a lot of the stuff I wanted to watch. But I did watch a lot. Lucifer's not on here. Lucifer is one of them. Let me get a little description of Lucifer. Based on the characters created by Neil Gaiman, Sam Keith, and Mike Dringenberg, this series follows Lucifer, the original fallen angel who has become dissatisfied with his life in hell. After abandoning his throne and retiring to Los Angeles, Lucifer indulges in his favorite things, women, wine, and song, until the murder takes place outside of his upscale nightclub. For the first time in billions of years, the murder awakens something unfamiliar in Lucifer's soul that is eerily similar to compassion and sympathy. Lucifer is faced with another surprise when he meets an intriguing homicide detective named Chloe, who appears to possess an inherent goodness, unlike the worst of humanity to which he is accustomed. Suddenly, Lucifer starts to wonder if there is hope for his soul. It's a great series. It just came out with the first half of the 5th season. I do not know when the second half of the 5th season is coming out, but I am waiting for it because they left on a hanger, and I'm not happy with the hanger. It's not that bad of a hanger, let's be honest, but it's a hanger enough that you've been waiting for the entire seasons, and it's just like, I need more. So let's go to the next one. We just recently finished watching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This adaptation of Sabrina Teenage Witch Tales' dark coming-of-age story that traffics in horror and the occult. In the reimagined original story, Sabrina Spellman wrestles to reconcile her dual nature, half witch, half mortal, while standing against the evil forces that threaten her and her family, including aunts Hilda and Zelda, and the daylight world humans inhabit. It's a great show. It is so good. It's such a great show. We just finished watching it last month. So in August, the beginning of August, we finished it. And I watched it with my husband, and it's really good. We watch an episode of something every night. Except for last night, we watched the new Mulan last night. It was okay. It was okay movie. The next one is on Hulu. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and Lucifer are both on Netflix. On Hulu, we watched The Great, and oh my god, I love it. I loved it so much that I started rewatching it a couple days after we finished it. A genre-bending anti-historical ride through 18th century Russia, following the wildly comedic rise of Catherine the Nothing to Catherine the Great. It is so good. If you like historical shows and comedy, this one adds the two together, and it's just really, really funny and really, really great. It's very, very, very perverse, though. So if you don't like sexual jokes or a lot of cursing, I wouldn't advise this show to watch, because there's a lot of cursing, there's a lot of sexual innuendo and scenes, and so I just wouldn't advise you to watch it if you're not into that sort of thing. But otherwise, it's a great show. I would definitely advise watching it. Next is one of my Korean shows I've been watching. I finished another one too, and I gotta remember what it was called. I don't remember. I didn't write it down because I must have forgot about it. It's called Love Alarm. It's Korean, and it's on Netflix. In a world in which an app alerts people if someone in the vicinity likes them, Kim Jojo experiences young love while coping with personal adversities. No, that doesn't really describe much about it. It's basically, you get an app on your phone. You can choose to get it or choose not to get it. And it alerts you when someone loves you in your area. And this girl has two people who likes her. And she's trying to figure out who she likes, and she goes through these challenges and everything like that. I don't want to describe it too much because I don't want to give it away. But it's really good. It's a good Korean show. It's a really good romance. If you like romance, I would advise watching this. It leaves off on a hanger on the first season, and I'm waiting for a second season. It doesn't even say that there's going to be a second season. So if you don't want to be hanging on a hanger and unsure whether or not you're going to get another season, I wouldn't advise watching it, because it doesn't say that there's going to be another season or not. So I'm hoping there will be, because it's a really good show. Now, I've mentioned this one before on my entertainment videos. It's called Sex Education. It's a British comedy. Socially awkward high school student Otis may not have much experience in love-making department, but he gets good guidance on the topic in his personal sex ed course. Living with Mom Jean, who is a sex therapist. Being surrounded by manuals, videos, and tediously open conversations about sex, Otis has become a reluctant expert on the subject. When his classmates learn about his home life, Otis decides to use his insider knowledge to improve his status at school. So he teams up with a whip-smart bad girl, Maeve, to set up underground sex therapy clinic to deal with. But through his analysis of teenage sexuality, Otis realizes that he may need some therapy of his own. So if my camera skipped out on anything, I'm sorry, because it did shut off for a second there. So hopefully I went back a sentence, and hopefully I filled you in on everything. If not, I'm sorry, because I don't know when it turned off. It's on Netflix. They just came out with their most recent season, and they're coming out with another season. It's really good. I love the show. I love British comedy. My grandma's from England, so I am used to hearing the British accent a lot, so I just like to listen to them when they talk. But she's also Scottish, so. So yeah, it's a great show. The most recent season didn't leave off on a hanger. It kind of did, kind of didn't. It makes you wonder a little bit about some things. So I would advise watching it if you don't mind sexual stuff. As I mentioned, it has sexual stuff with it related in it, and scenes of sexual content in it. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't watch it, but I love it. It's a great show. And lastly, one of my top favorite shows that I've been waiting for a second season for like, it came out this year, so I wouldn't say I've been waiting for a year for it, but I'm sure as hell feels like a year I've been waiting for it. But it is coming out with a second season. It's called Ragnarok. A small Norwegian town experiencing warm winters and violent downpours seems to be headed for another Ragnarok unless somebody intervenes in time. Now that doesn't explain much of the series. It is a Norwegian movie. Show. So you can watch it either in Norwegian or you can watch it in English. I watched it in English because at the time I was doing a lot of work, so I just wanted something I could listen to in the background, and I ended up watching it mostly instead of doing work because of how good it is. So what happens is this boy, I forgot his name, forgive me, I'm talking about this series and I should know the name, but I can't remember, and his brother and his mother move into this Norwegian town, which is experiencing a lot of weird things going on, such as the ice caps are melting really fast and polluting the waters and everything like that. And he ends up helping an elderly man who says something to him, which I can't remember exactly what he says. And then he starts experiencing weird things happening to him. And it leads up to the story, and it goes, I can't tell you much more because then it just kind of spoils it. It leads up to the story and to the end, which is just epic. You need to watch it. It's so good. So good. So if you like... He's whining right now. So if you like mythology, especially Norse mythology, I would definitely advise watching it. It is so good. So good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I gave you a few things to watch yourself, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.